It is Super Bowl Sunday, February 9th, and I need to take a shower before I go to see my friends. But I am going to go build a snowman. Yesterday there was like a winter storm. It honestly wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was gonna be, but it left a really thick blanket of snow in my yard and it warmed up today, so it just got a little wet. I tried it earlier and it was just completely powder, but I was like kind of debating if I was gonna build a snowman or not. And then I was like, all right, let me go see if the snow is even good enough to use. And I put my hand in it and it just like perfectly like packed in and left my handprint. So it is perfect conditions for building a snowman. It's actually really warm outside, so I'm just gonna wear this hoodie. I have sweatpants on. I think I'll go put my snow pants over so I can like kneel on the ground, but I don't think I'm gonna put like a jacket on. I'm just gonna get some gloves and we're gonna do it. Okay. We got snow pants. There were two pairs in the car. I like one a lot more than the other. I hope this is the one that I like. It was inside out, so my guess is maybe. These are a little loose, so I think I like the other ones, but it's fine. I'm not skiing. Oh wait, that should be this car. Oh no, it's just my phone. I got this jacket from REI I got a few gift cards for Christmas, so I decided to get a good shell jacket so that I would never have to buy one again. I'm gonna wear this for more waterproofing. It's got my ski ticket on it from when I hurt myself, and that's the only time I went skiing this year. I got some hand warmers, some goggles. Nice. I didn't even see how I look. Oh my god. That's horrible. I'm gonna borrow my dad's winter gloves. Here. This is my cat. Say hi. I don't know where his harness is, but I want him to come out in the snow. Yeah, you like that idea? Not today. Let's go. I don't have a lot of time, it's 3:21. Where can I put you that you can see me? Won't be gone that long. Bye, buddy. I realize you can't really see him. He blends in with the white. Look at him. Wow. He's so cute. Hold on. Where'd he go? Oh yeah. Yeah, you really can't see him up against the snow. I didn't get him any clothes, so I'm gonna go find some. All right, I gave her some clothes. I decided it's a girl. It's a grandma. And you can see it's like a little cloudy out today. I wish I could have shown this to you somehow, but it was enough that it happened. I was standing here putting her clothes on and working on her mouth, and the clouds opened up and this perfect sliver of sunlight came down and just shone like directly upon her. It's kind of doing it now, it's like a little sunny, but it was just like a perfect stream of light. And I almost cried. But here she is. I gave her a little, what's it called? Bandana. Keep her cozy. She has cherries for her buttons and eyes, and sticks from my yard. And there she is. Aww. I love her. Honestly, this was the most fun I've had in a while. It's really nice out today. And like I said, the snow is perfect, and this jacket is great, my snow pants are great, I'm so comfortable, I didn't get any snow in my boots. I'm just wearing Chelsea Doc Martens, so I did it. I'm definitely gonna be late for my friend's party, but it's okay, I'll show her a picture of my snowman my lovely snow lady out here. I just read The Door by Magda Szabo, so I feel like she's reminiscent of that. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna go find out who wins the Super Bowl this year. There she is. So it's Sunday. I drove all the way to Violin to find out that my teacher is not in town. So I drove back, and then I tried to download an audiobook to go on this walk, and then I started listening to it, and I hated the narrator's voice, and that's really upsetting to me because I want to be someone who enjoys audiobooks really badly, but I don't, because the voice of the person makes such a difference, and if I don't, I just usually I don't like them, or like I don't know, it doesn't match how I hope it would sound in my head, I guess. And I also try to listen to it at like at least 1.5 speed, so then they end up sounding like a robot, and that makes it worse. So I'm out here on this walk. It's beautiful out. It's like warmer than it looks, I think. It's almost like 4 o'clock, so the sun is going down. But I downloaded one episode of the podcast that I've already listened to, so I've listened to like half of that, but other than that, I've just been walking and singing or walking in silence, because not only did I lose my Spotify premium, but my phone decided yesterday that it was going to stop connecting to cellular service. So it's really just a useless brick at this point, because I also can't use my back camera unless it's on 0.5. So I don't know the last time I've been on like service or really without something to listen to. In the car I put on the radio. There's one radio station that I used to listen to a lot, and so I put on that one, and it was fine, but it's very interesting how like instantly removed I feel now that my phone is not connecting to data anymore. And I really don't like that feeling. Like, I don't like how it kind of like messed up my day. I really don't want to be dependent on that. I don't know. One of my priorities for the year is like trying to take my stuff off the cloud and like print all my photos and just be less reliant on my phone. In the last 6 months I quit TikTok, and now TikTok, who knows what's going on with that, if it'll even be around, but you know, I still use Instagram sometimes, more than I'd like probably. I'm trying to do more writing offline, even though it's on my computer, but just not like, you know, more like synthesis of thoughts and less scrolling on my phone. But it's hard. It's hard. And when I do a good job, I do a lot of reading, and it feels really nice. But what happens is I end up having these conversations with people, and they're like, have you seen this? Or, you know, they'll quote a TikTok sound at me, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm not trying to be anything, but it's like, it's kind of embarrassing for me to have to be like, no, I don't know what that is. I don't want to like put other people on like an off, you know, I don't want to put this like rift between us. I want to be able to like talk about stuff with people, but I also just don't want to be on my phone. And even like at work, I don't listen to music or anything. Unfortunately, it makes my workday pretty long. But I find myself like not really. It's not that we don't have anything to talk about, but the bridge of beginning that is sometimes hard because, you know, if that person feels weird that I don't know what they're talking about, then it's not a great way to start a conversation. I don't know. I'm just like thinking a lot about how we just all live online instead of in the real world. I think about it a lot when I see things like, you know, posting about Trump and politics, and they're like, we need to fight back or whatever. But I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what am I doing? You know, I went to a demonstration the other day. I'm trying to find ways to get more involved in real life. I think sometimes groups that are doing work like this have like a recruitment logistical issue. Like I've DM'd a bunch of groups and been like, hey, I'd love to like be involved in this, join this, but sometimes it's hard to figure out how to start, even if you know that they're out there. There's one group in particular, Food Not Bombs Albany, that I send money to because I can't make it. I have to work. But, you know, I'm not sending a ton of money, but I'm sending something. And so I'm trying to find more ways to actually do something in real life. But it gets kind of exhausting, like, to see all these things about fighting back. And it's like, we're not fighting back. The left is not fighting the general left. I mean, there's people who spend their whole days and life and career doing this, right? Like keeping track of all the legal issues and writing down things politicians say and like organizing against them. But for like the general person like me, even though I consider myself someone who cares marginally more than other average people, like it's still really hard to like tangibly do something. And I know that's on purpose, and so I try to keep working and not let that dissuade me from trying. But it does take a decent amount of willpower and time that other people, especially time and money, that other people just may not have access to, and that's on purpose, right? Like that's not anybody's fault. But this isn't really anything. I'm just thinking out loud because like I said, it's just me out here. It's cool. I got to see some tracks on the frozen canal, and this walk is generally, it's not like icy or anything because the rocks under it are keeping the traction high. But we're not exactly primed to do things of importance with consistency because, you know, we're told that we're supposed to be working on ourselves, etc., etc. Got snow in my boot. There's a lot of reasons why people who do care are not, you know, actively involved, but I think the big challenge of this 4 years is still finding a way, even if it's minimal. Like I said, I send Food Not Bombs maybe $10 a month, right? And Food Not Bombs, if you don't know, they provide free vegan meals and other supplies like clothing, toilet paper, toiletries, things like that for free weekly in my area. And there's a lot of chapters all over the country, so I'll actually I'll link to that so you can try to find yours. They're usually on Instagram. But you know, if everyone I knew gave $10 to them weekly, their operating budget would be a lot more impactful. So we have to really start believing in the power of doing something, rather than being upset and doing nothing. And that's not easy. I'm at the end of my path, so I'm going to turn around. I know the weather's been really weird in a lot of places, and like the fires in California are still happening, and there's just, every day I just wake up and there's more in the world. Elon Musk is doing Nazi salutes, and it's really hard to wake up and watch other people live like their normal life and not know about any of this and just keep going on and have like no one to talk about it with. I'm very lucky because like there are people in my life to talk about this with. It's just that, you know, I don't, it's also hard to see your friends. Like, that's what's going on in my life anyway. I have a hard time seeing my friends. They live a little far away, most of them. And not everyone's on the same page. And it's just really refreshing when you finally talk to someone again that is actually up to date with what's going on, because we really just can't put our heads in the sand, right? And if you feel like that's what you want to do, then I think that's the clearest sign that it's your time to get involved in something, contribute to something in any way. And here I even mean posting online about it, because the way that we see far-right messaging constantly, because that's the default position of the United States, that becomes exhausting. So I don't want you to feel like if you're just posting online for the time being that that's not doing anything, because messaging does have value. I think you have to work within your circle and what you have, you know? I could do more, so I'm going to try to do more. And I want you to challenge yourselves to do more if you can. The focus is making it out of this alive. And I'm not at risk for not making it out of this alive, but a lot of people are. So it's time to do something, okay? Even more than you might have been before, right? I didn't bring gloves, my hand is freezing, so I'm gonna say bye. But you're amazing. The world's better because you're in it. Go outside if you can, and don't give up. It sounds so cheesy, but there are other people that care and that believe you, and you know, try really hard to listen to factual things and care about vulnerable people, and don't want the United States to be doing what it's doing. So just remember that. And if these people are not immediately around you, then that's where you do the most important work, you know? Okay, bye.